Hey guys, welcome into another video. Today we're going to be doing another Giants reaction. I missed out on last week. We won against the Washington football team. I watched it, but obviously I wasn't really it wasn't that insane of a game and everything. It was a good win. I figured we were going to win against Washington. I've been dealing with some stuff the past week, so it's kind of been a little different. But I'm here, I'm back, and we are going to be talking about this Giants win. Now, we are tied for first technically. I mean, they have the tiebreaker with the tie that they had earlier in the year, but we just beat the Eagles, man, and I was excited. I knew we were gonna beat them, but it was pretty frustrating to see the whole game unfold because it was like, man, like I really believe in this, but I'm so scared of it getting sucked away again. But like we always do, we're going to go over everything in the game right now. So if you aren't already, subscribe. If you are new, like the video, of course. If you are another Giants fan. If not, even if you're just a regular fan, you like seeing these videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on, and we can pretty much get started with it. So we're pretty much just going to go position by position, man. Absolute great game by pretty much everybody on this team. Now, first thing, Daniel Jones, beautiful throws, rarely made mistakes, took the sacks when he needed to, and I really do like seeing him take the sacks compared to try and make a play. It really did look a lot better. So he was taking the sacks, he was doing that. He had a great completion percentage. His rushing ability is being shown more and more each week, and I commend Garrett for doing that, absolutely. It is an absolute blessing to have a guy like Daniel Jones who can run the ball at 20 miles per hour pretty much any time. I mean, on that touchdown run, he outran every player on that Eagles defense. It was really cool to see, and using him in those leg situations is going to help us out a lot more because with how Wayne Gallman's been playing too, which another great game by Wayne Gallman, 2 touchdowns. When you look at how he's been playing too, it's going to force teams to pick who they have to defend because Gallman's having a good year. Jones is having a good year. We rotate Morris in there for those power runs. He's doing well. I mean, Dion Lewis is really not doing too well this year, but when you look at what the team is doing all around, it's great. Slayton created some separation from Slay this week. Not as much as we'd hope, but he had some really big plays, which was good, especially coming back after that shoulder injury he suffered in that first play of the game to him. Shepard had an amazing game. I think he had 6 or 7 catches. And he had he was playing great. He was always getting open, which is good to see. Tate, back from his 1-game suspension from the team, had a couple of amazing grabs. That one catch right after the Shepard grab, amazing catch by him as well. The receivers are clicking. Evan Ingram, even though it was out of bounds, the one-handed catch was nice. He wasn't used as much this week, but it's still the offense is fully accumulated. And you look at what the offensive line does at the same time. Hernandez came back out there when Zeitler got hurt. He had that concussion. He was out for the game. He came in and he does what Hernandez does. Lemieux has been playing well. Thomas is still struggling. We might need to see how Matt Parrott can do or see what we can move around. But the rotation of the offensive linemen works. For some reason, we have enough offensive linemen who can do the same thing where we can keep fresh legs out there. And that is awesome to see. I really like what the offense is doing. We're not struggling to score points like we were early on in the year. We are going out there dropping, almost 30 points tonight. So, and it could have been, depending on the touchdown getting called back and everything, for that Andrew Thomas holding call, which, I mean, he had hands to the face prior to the holding call. It should have been offsetting, but it's okay. We won the game. I'm not going to complain about it. But offensive-wise, we're playing great. Graham Gano scoring anytime he puts the ball on his foot. He's been absolute blessing in disguise for us. I was so done with Rosas after last year. Every time I watch Rosas go out there, I'm like, it's going to be a miss. And the fact that we are able to get a guy like Graham Gano as our kicker, who is looking better than in his prime right now, absolutely awesome. Riley Dixon's been an amazing punter. We obviously traded for him back in the day, and he's been amazing. I mean, he had a huge 70-something yard punt today. So special teams, offense is clicking. But the defense, man. The defense is so good. Blake Martinez, absolute monster. Perfect signing. I'd pay him $5 million more a year if we could because he's that good. He stops anybody. As soon as that catch is made, he's not letting you get more yards. There was a play towards the end of the game where Miles Sanders caught a ball in the flat. He broke Martinez's tackle. Martinez, as soon as he hit the ground, was already getting back up, and he made the tackle 2 yards ahead. It literally still was a tackle for a loss. I mean, amazing play by Martinez. Fackrell's been doing well. Sheard, who we picked up, who was out there a couple of times, he's getting some separation. The edge rushing still could be a lot better. Obviously, we don't have Lorenzo Carter right now, which sucks because he was looking very good. But our guys, Mayo in the middle as well. Tate Crowder, hopefully he comes back too, but Downs has been playing well. The linebacking core has done very well. The secondary, man, Jabril Peppers is having fun out there, man. Logan Ryan is having fun out there. They're both hitting hard. They're both making plays on the ball. Bradbury is arguably the best corner in football right now, and it's he's been playing out of his mind. He's making these plays where they don't always go seen because he's not always getting targeted. It's very rare that they're going to target Bradbury now because everyone's starting to respect what Bradbury is, and he's been locked down this year. We've seen guys like Darnay Holmes who have had good games, a couple mistakes here and there as a rookie. It's understandable, but Holmes is having a good year. Yedem is having a better season than what we thought he would have. So I think that the secondary is doing well. And the reason I haven't talked about it yet, the defensive line, is I cannot stress this enough. Leonard Williams, Dalvin Tomlinson, Dexter Lawrence, B.J. Hill, they all need to be back on the Giants next year. Nobody can hit free agency. We need to pay Dalvin Tomlinson like a captain. We need to pay Leonard Williams like he wants. Because as a team, they're playing so incredibly well. They're creating pressure together. They're plugging holes. We're one of the best rush defenses in the NFL because of those guys plugging the holes perfectly. They are able to do whatever they want. Sure, there's things here and there that they could do better. Obviously, they're all bigger guys. It's pretty much all D tackles, so it's harder to get. We're gonna need some edge help. We can address that in the draft. We can obviously have Lorenzo Carter coming back, but those guys. I mean, B.J. Hill, if we have to trade him or whatever, I understand, but those three, Dalvin Tomlinson, Dexter Lawrence are obviously under contract, but Dalvin Tomlinson and Leonard Williams need to be re-signed. I'd say as soon as now, but they need to be re-signed because they have played so incredibly well together. They have blossomed with each other. They feed off of each other, and it's creating this team, this bond between the defense where everyone's just in sync. Everybody knows what they have to do, what their assignment is, and they're doing well. And the reason it's all working, and you've probably already guessed it, the coaching, man. Joe Judge was an amazing hire, and it's one of those things where you can see when a coach is a good hire even when they're losing. We saw that last year with Brian Flores in Miami. Hey, this team's not winning right now, but this is the right coach. We know that. And now look at them now. They're winning. They're fighting for a playoff spot. They beat the Cardinals last week. I mean, it's a did they beat the Cardinals last? I think they beat the Cardinals last week. I'm not sure. But no, you look at what Joe Judge is doing. Even during the losses, they were all under 10 points, which he's keeping the games close. The coaching, the discipline is there. He's not afraid to suspend Golden Tate for a week to where Golden Tate comes back and says, I was in the wrong. That's huge to see. You've seen him having fun with the team, in the preseason, doing the mudslide with the ball. He's out there. He's coaching. He's being vocal. You see him talk his players up. Everyone is in sync. The penalties are at a minimum. Like it is insane to see how good a motivational coach can do for a team like this, who really, with no Saquon, it seems in a bad division, it seems like, hey, what's there to play for? And Joe Judge is like, this team is a team that can make the playoffs, and that's insane to say. But right now we're looking. Colin Cowherd tweeted today. I know obviously Colin's not the most reliable source in the media, but he said the Giants are the best 2-7 team I've ever seen, and I can agree with that. There's not many weak points. You see where Saquon Barkley would help, but the coaching and everything, it's going to take time to mesh, and we're seeing that mesh now towards the later end of the season, to where now we're going to play Cincy, we're going to have our bye, and that's going to be a tough matchup after that, Seattle. But like we have, if we can win this Cincy game and go into our bye with 4 wins, it's going to be a good season, man. And it's genuinely, the playoffs are a real possibility. Winning this division is a real possibility, man. So I'm excited for this team. I mean, everything about this game was awesome. I'm so happy to see what this team could do, especially at home. We should have beat Philly last time. There's a lot of games that we should have already won. I've talked about it before. Chicago, the Rams game kind of, but Chicago definitely, the Philadelphia game, the Cowboys game. I mean, there's games that we should have definitely won. But now you look at the team, they're blending together, they're having fun out there, they're doing well. We got one more matchup before a bye week. It's gonna be a crazy end of the season, but I'm excited to see what this Giants team can do. I'm sure you guys are as well. So that's kind of the breakdown for this game. So like I said, we got to go into Cincy. We got to play well. We got to keep our defense stout. Joe Burrow has had a great rookie year, but he's a rookie. He can make those mistakes. It's a lot of young talent on that team. They should have Joe Mixon back, which is going to be a little bit tougher to guard. But our run defense is solid. We need to be able to do that. We need to keep the points on the board, man. We need to keep scoring. And we've seen the plays that, Daniel Jones, the read options, the play actions, the deep routes, the comebacks, everything, the deception that we're able to do. Jason Garrett's play calling has been a lot better now than it was a couple weeks ago. So I think that, it's all the learning curve that I was saying, but now that we're seeing it all come to fruition, it looks great. So if you guys are new to the channel, like I said, of course, please be sure to subscribe. It does help me out a bunch. Leave a like on the video as well. If you didn't enjoy, just refresh the page. Let me know what you think about it the second time. Turn those notifications on if you do want to be a part of the notification squad. Again, apologies for the lack of videos, but we're going to be doing a lot more. After this comes out, we'll probably go with an NBA mock draft in a couple days, either tomorrow or Tuesday, obviously before the NBA draft is upon us, and then I'm going to be watching it. I don't know if I'm going to live stream it yet or not, but I'm going to be obviously watching that for the Knicks as well. So let me know what you think about the Giants win today. Let me know what you think about everything that's been happening. What was your favorite part of the game, everything like that. But of course, like I said, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new. And without further ado, that's going to be for me. I'll see you guys in the next one.